Rene, I'm telling you, if you're gonna start off with anime, you gotta start off with haiku, man. It's just easier that way.
Hey, shh. All right, you can't talk about anime with the anime hater here.
Man, screw that. What, you can dictate what we can say inside of the store now?
Nick?
No, man, shut your dirty little mouth, all right? I'm sick and tired of all your talking, man. Now you're gonna learn a lesson, all right?
But Nick.
What are you gonna tell me? Oh, anime is for losers? Oh, everybody that watches anime are a bunch of weebs? Man, whatever. You gotta hold me back. You gotta hold me back. That's what makes it serious.
Okay.
All right? I'm gonna find the one piece of anime that you're gonna like, man. I'm telling you. All right? You let go of me now. All right? Now you let go. Okay? Man, I'm gonna find something.
Yeah! Okay. All right, Nick. Sure showed him. So what's the plan?
The plan? The plan is, buddy, we're gonna travel the vast seas of knowledge that is this store. Then we're gonna find the one piece of anime that'll bring Bryan to becoming a weeb. Are you with me, buddy?
Yeah!
Yay!
A friend is a friend to the end of the end. That's forever and a day. Stay by your side, won't hear me say goodbye. Come what may, 'cause that's what friends do. That's what friends do. 'Cause that's what friends do. That's what friends do. 'Cause that's what friends do. That's what friends do. 'Cause that's what friends do.
Whoa. There it is.
Hey, Bryan! We back! We got that booty. That's right.
Yeah, man, you can suck my sweaty anime balls, man. If this doesn't convince you, I don't know what will.
Chainsaw Man? Guys, I was gonna tell you that the live action One Piece is pretty damn good. I might actually start watching the anime.
Now that's it. Give me your little Come on. No, just give me him. Let me have him.
No,
Come on.
Recording at 12920 Philadelphia Street, Whittier, California, at Undercity Comics. Keep It Up with Nerds presents issue 163. My name is Rene,
Nick,
This is Bryan.
and welcome to the show, everyone.
I'm so glad you finally learned your place.
I'll forget about
Finally.
it. I'll forget about it. There's two things that are
Finally.
certain at the intros of the show. One, you're always going to mess up the issue number.
Never.
And two,
Never.
I forget my place, the order in which the names get said.
Oh, that's what I meant by you knew your place.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what you meant, right? Welcome back,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen, to Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue
what I
163. Let's get formalities out of the way real quick. KeepingUpWithTheNerds.com for all the up-to-date information. Check out our socials, Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads, and I don't know what else is out there. Follow us on YouTube. We're at 170 subs. Please go subscribe if you guys want to see the skits that only show up at the beginning of the show on YouTube. Go subscribe, leave a comment down below, and like the video if you guys like it. And if you guys are on the go, exercising, walking around, not driving, okay? Actually, no, driving, yes. Actually, you should be listening to our audio version of the podcast.
Yeah.
No,
If you
watch
guys
the
are
video
driving-
version.
No. If you guys are
You should be
driving,
watching that
listen to
skit.
the audio version.
Because then you'll be like,
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
You don't have to listen to us while you
Podbean,
drive.
and
You can
Spotify.
listen to us on a nice brisk walk after dinner,
That's
walking the dog.
Do you take a brisk, nice walk?
and then you look behind you and you realize that guy's been following you for
He's
2
been following you
blocks.
for 2 blocks. Yeah. So then you start swerving, and then he's swerving too.
And then you start going into from a slight jog into a small sprint.
Yeah.
And then from there you realize that he's now sprinting. And then now a car has began to follow you.
Is this your biography of like the last day or something? Is this what happened to you?
This is how you end.
On a serious
This is the way
note,
I've planned to
Yeah.
kill
did you
Bryan.
guys hear that there's like okay, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he's labeled as a serial killer
Yeah.
or he's just a killer on the loose.
Jared Leto?
No, there's someone that's like killing people here in Whittier.
That's dope.
No, that's
That's what
not
I
dope.
said.
Who's he attacking?
That's not
What kind of people
dope.
is he attacking?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
What's
in
his
all
demographic?
hang on before because let's talk a little bit about this seriously before we jump into the jokes.
Is it not? Is it me? Is it
me?
fat? Is it?
Am I the killer? Like,
Is it?
Am I
fat
the one that's
guys?
a what?
Is
oh,
it
because they
fat-
don't run as fast, so you
Yeah,
can catch
dude.
up easily.
It's like too.
Have you
easy.
noticed that there aren't any serial killers that go after like big people?
Buffalo Bill?
No.
Did he?
Yeah, Buffalo Bill
that a
specifically
thing?
went after big women because he was skinning them to make a lady's
okay.
outfit.
No.
He was
No.
skinning them.
Fiction.
Yeah, because
We're talking
Is that
about real life.
Yeah, is that fake or real?
It's from a movie.
Oh,
some
so
Silence
it
of the
doesn't
Lambs.
count.
Silence of the
It
Lambs,
doesn't
yeah.
count.
I mean, it was after Ted Bundy, and
It made sense.
Sure, why not?
Because
No,
he
but
got
this-
bigger. He got bigger women, so that way he can like fit into it.
But here's the thing, because I thought that this was going to be like a one and done thing, because ABC 7 reported it, and they're just like, oh, this killer on the loose goes after like people that leave their front doors open, and he's been found in East Whittier, and he's like killed 3 people and injured several others in doing so. And I'm like, okay, so it's just a stupid guy going about during the daytime in cul-de-sacs and quiet.
You know what's
neighborhoods.
funny?
and doing stuff.
My dad used to keep the door open, and then after this all happened, he started locking it.
This
Oh, really?
recently,
Like barely.
like barely, like yesterday.
Like honestly, like before this, you could have walked up to my house and just walked in.
Okay, so see, I
Jesus.
don't consider anything that happens in the news to be like a big deal, because like recently the news has kind of like exaggerated everything.
Mhm.
The hurricane, for example, the
Oh, yeah.
biggest storm that was going to happen in
California
Southern California.
history.
and
You
it
didn't
was
get
just-
blown away.
No, yeah,
We're
right.
in the
Is that what
hurricane
you
right
call
now.
a hurricane, dude?
We're still in the
The
hurricane.
This is the
earthquake
eye
was
of the
bigger
storm.
news.
We're
Yeah.
in Ohio right now.
Oh yeah, for sure, right? That's insane. But then I have another friend group that we have like a group chat in, and then they brought it up, and I'm just like, oh, now it's getting there. So if it's getting there, then I know
guess it's real.
I guess it's real. I guess we better.
Yeah,
lock
it's
our
not
doors
important
and
if
stuff.
we say it. Only if that friend group brings it up. Then Brian's like, "Oh, well, maybe it's real."
You didn't say it. I didn't say
Well-
you said it. I said the news said it. So I don't trust
Well,
the
what
news.
we
right
talk about in the group chat, in our group chat,
Yeah.
is pretty like.
Jesse,
what we talk about,
Yeah.
because you don't join in on anything.
I sent you that really cool TMZ link.
Dude, I literally opened the TMZ
Did you
link.
put that on comic strips?
No, I
It's so
didn't.
funny how
Do
it's
I-
like, oh, it's for comic strips.
I completely forgot about it.
right?
I
That was
completely
so
forgot about that link because
great.
I opened up the link. I was
That
at
was-
work. I was about
I
to
know.
leave.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
then I
great
opened
that
the
it
link
just
up.
says TMZ.
Yeah.
It doesn't say what it. I was worried that
Yeah.
when I clipped it and I linked it into the thing, I was like, I'm really hoping it doesn't say what the article is about. And then as soon as I pasted it, it just says TMZ/Z/something.
Yeah.
It just gives you a bunch of letters, and I'm like,
so you click onto
this
it,
could be amazing.
and I guess we could say it because we're not talking about it.
It's about how in London, this
London.
dude was found guilty for having sex with a cow.
Yeah,
And like Brian just goes, "What is wrong with you?"
yeah. It's like, I didn't do it.
I was like,
the guy in London did it.
That was my response because Brian goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I go, "It's not like I did it. I'm just trying to help you with comic strips. I'm giving you topics."
That's news, right? That's actual news that I
According
want
to
to see
T-
on the
That's
daily
nerd news,
basis.
apparently.
According to TMZ,
Only you would consider that news. Only you would.
dude, that's hilarious.
Is that what's on your feed?
Dude, that's hilarious. Come on,
How's that hilarious?
dude. He was having sex with cows. He was having sex with cows. I feel like that was self-explanatory. I feel like I don't.
Was that
need
an
to
actual
explain.
article?
That was an actual TMZ. article.
TMZ.
I
on
read
it.
the headline and I'm just like, there's no way this is an actual article. This is like a
Yeah,
fake Onion
no,
post
it
or
was
whatever.
no. I swear it was a
Nah.
TMZ article, and apparently the guy, his family worked at the farm when he was a kid, and then because they recognized him, they were like, "Oh, we know who that guy is."
He effed our cows.
Yeah, and because apparently they knew that somebody was like assaulting their cows at night.
God.
And which also they didn't say how they knew. I'm very curious how they knew that somebody was assaulting their cows.
Actual news to you. That's what makes me laugh. It's like
I thought it was. I was.
Aren't like artificial. Aren't like
Who
inseminate
cares?
Their cows, and they're like, looks like someone already did it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
it's not news to me, dude.
Why is the cow not getting pregnant?
What? Oh, Jesus, no, stop. Stop. That's it. That's great.
you
So
trying-
that's your week. You're reading that kind of news stuff. What about you,
I didn't-
Rene? You didn't what?
I didn't read the article. I mean, I read the article.
You read how did
I
you
read
manage
the
to send us
article.
the article? You read it.
I
That
did
was
read
on
the
you.
article. Because it popped up in my feed.
How does that pop up in your feed?
I
It's
don't
on
know.
Facebook.
I'm an interesting person.
That's true.
A lot of
He's
things
not
pop up
wrong.
on feed. Hold on, I sent Renee a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he does on TikTok. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I sent her, and
You
it's
text
and
him these
hold-
things?
No, I just
Just fun
he's
stuff.
a good person with TikTok. he has the one that he has the program that scans his phone and steals all of his information.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Because China likes to know about what I have.
from not to offend any of our Chinese listeners,
I'm getting this, dude.
Winnie the Pooh. Anyway, yeah. Now
Closes
we're never.
down that's
we're-
it. They close
I
down the
can't-
podcast. That's
Dude,
it.
somebody got arrested. Anyway, no, yeah. Hold on. Doesn't it have a wide diversity of stuff I send you?
Yeah, it's usually between like nerdy stuff, food, and
A lot of
then
thirst traps.
a lot of occasional thirst trap from time to time.
It's like food, nerdy,
Yeah.
nerdy, and then it goes back to food,
Yeah,
and then I'll throw a thirst trap in there.
I like to mix it up.
Yeah, just to mix it up. And then if I'm feeling wild, I'll go thirst trap.
Because sometimes that happens too. You'll be on TikTok and then just be like food. You're scrolling food, thirst trap. Okay, and you like one thirst trap, and then like the
Well,
next
that's-
15 videos.
Well, if that's what you want, that's
So
what
remember,
you
we
get.
did that experiment like 2 years back,
Yeah.
right? Where we pulled up each other's TikToks. I don't have it anymore because
Yeah.
it's like a waste of time for me.
Oh, yeah, we did this at Guildhall.
Yeah, we did this at Guildhall, and Nick was just like, let's see, pull up the first 10 TikToks. Let's see how many times or how long it takes you to get a thirst trap. And then it took like,
2 seconds.
yeah, it took
It was
like
literally 2
2 swipes.
seconds. It was
Yours
2
took
swipes.
like 2 or
Yeah.
3. And then mine was all like dog TikTok and like animal TikTok.
Yours
And
was
I think it was
all
like a
innocent
pool
TikTok.
cleaning. It was like pool cleaning TikTok. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is what I was in.
That's what I
No,
watched.
as soon as I saw it, I was like, what kind of BS is this?
He cleans his history.
What kind of
Not even, dude, because it was all
boring
dogs
TikTok
is
and it
this?
was all pool cleaning.
I
Dude,
know.
pool cleaning is great.
Dude, I got a lot of drama TikTok.
Oh, you're dumb.
Oh yeah.
Like, have you gotten
I'll
have
get
you
that
gotten
too.
have you gotten DJ
I've-
Cheeseman?
Yeah, you sent
DJ
me that, and I
Oh,
watched
man.
it, and now
It's
that's
great.
all I get. I got
It's
like
so great.
I got the nerdy drama TikTok when it came to it was funny because we just talked about it with Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winston.
Winston.
Yeah, and then a TikToker just explained how it all happened.
Yeah, like how their relationship happened, in which
Mhm.
I like to imagine that they had sex in that outfit, like in that makeup.
In
That
the
made them
makeup?
both look terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the makeup on Fargo?
No.
The makeup on Fargo.
Oh,
they
yeah,
both
no,
look.
yeah,
They
'cause-
both look terrible.
Yeah, because like Mary Elizabeth Weinstein looked like she was like,
a cokehead. I think.
cokehead.
I think she was like a crackhead in that.
and then Ewan McGregor was just so like this receding hairline with like long straw hair.
I like to think that that's how they fell in love.
That's
like-
what you like to think.
I think that that's the best sex they've
To
ever had.
believe that you have hobbies other than to think about this sort of stuff.
Dude, I have so many
You,
hobbies.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And yet you have the time to think about this and TMZ articles about people having sex with cows.
Time well spent.
I feel like I know how to
How
time
much
manage.
time do you spend in the toilet, dude?
Honestly, 45 minutes.
Per
And,
session.
and like
I'm not even gonna lie to
30
you.
minutes of that is actually doing what you need to do. 15 minutes is just stuck on the toilet.
Yeah. That's it.
Ever since I went to the hospital, like I take long poops now.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
It's great though.
Good for you.
You ever felt 20 pounds lighter after a poo?
I'll be stuck in the like if I get here like an hour early, I'll use the restroom before I open, and then I'm like sitting there for 20 minutes.
Dude,
my
you-
ass is getting numb.
I had-
Okay, can I hang on? I'm gonna say this.
What?
The amount of Instagram reels you sent me, dude. So I'm not saying stop because
Yeah.
there's a back catalog of them,
Yeah.
but
Why don't you watch them?
Because I'm constantly watching something else, dude.
Why don't you be a good friend? I watch his stuff.
I do too.
And then I send him stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid to open your messages because
Why?
it takes me back to the beginning. That means I have to scroll up.
Oh, yeah.
You know
and go
what?
to the most
I
recent
don't
one.
I don't like that about Instagram. I think
Yeah,
that's so
Instagram.
dumb.
Yeah, Instagram should let you be like how TikTok does, where
Where
you
you
watch
scroll.
one video, you can literally open the video and then you scroll to the next video sent to you.
Yeah,
not-
and that's
Yeah.
it.
Not
Yeah,
this
I-
like freaking limbo of like videos that just.
I think
go
there's
in
a
this-
solid
Because honestly,
hour and a half.
I have watched a video of yours, and then I got into a separate limbo.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What are all the videos that he sent me?" And then I backed out, and I was like, "He didn't even send me those. I've been on Instagram for 45 minutes, and
know.
I haven't even watched all the videos he sent
That's
me."
how the discovery thing gets you.
I've had. I think I told you I had like 2 friends that because I have a list of people I sent on Instagram. I've had to
Your
take out
list.
2 people of that list because they told me like, listen, man, I love the videos you're sending me, but the thing is that I can't catch up to it. Like, you know, and
That's
I'm.
because you're afraid.
What do you mean?
They're afraid, dude.
Yeah,
I
They,
catch
they
up.
don't. Yeah, you have. I have like an hour's worth of reels to look at,
you should.
and
the
you
day,
know what? It's
the,
fine. You have like it's
the
not
day-
You have like somewhere near 75 reels.
more than that
Yeah, I
probably.
think
Oh
so.
my god,
Yeah. But you know
How?
what? I'm not afraid. I'll catch up.
dude!
Okay.
Don't
I'll
you
do it.
poo,
Yes, but I'm.
What do you do
I'm
when you
reading
poo?
other articles, dude,
dude? Just flip through it.
or on YouTube.
You're not a good friend.
I will say this:
I'm
the,
not a good friend.
the
You're not
day,
looking- you're not
This is
looking-
coming from the guy that basically said I'm your best friend.
the day,
You wanted
You're
to
not a
take
good
down
friend to
John.
him.
the day I don't send
your mouth.
reels is the day you should probably be worried.
He's dead.
Yeah,
He's dead.
It's in 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's a new Rene reel. He's
I've
always
got-
dead, dude.
I haven't gotten a reel.
What did you do that made us think that you died? I forget what it was. It was
What?
recent too.
Who, me?
You did. You did
What?
something. Yeah. I think it was like
I
we were
remember.
recording or something like
Yeah.
that. Oh, it was when we were supposed to record our intro. And then you didn't answer. Because
yeah.
you're always getting on my case for
Dude,
not being here
You
on
have
time.
honestly brought this up like 2 times.
No, but it's
like
because
the ninth
no.
time you've
What
brought
I'm
it up.
saying is there's ways that we can tell if one of us is dead.
yeah.
If Rene stops sending reels, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
You, on multiple occasions, we've thought you've died, but in fact, you weren't dead. You were just dead ass tired.
I was just asleep.
Yeah, you're just asleep.
Eventually,
Dead asleep.
yeah. Eventually, my body just goes.
How would you know
Stop
if I died?
turning on. Huh?
How would you know if I died?
Peace and
If you didn't
peace
show
alone.
up on Friday.
Oh, I thought it was just peace in the Middle East.
No. Honestly, like if I don't,
The world
No,
looks
because-
brighter and cleaner.
no, because at least like I hear from you from a weekly basis on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Why Wednesdays?
Because you tell me thumbnails up.
That's true.
The show is live.
That is true.
Hey,
Thumbnails up.
I gotta postpone
chat.
the podcast because I'm tired or I didn't get time to work on it. to
The chat
upload
is
it.
pretty dead
Mhm.
during that time, but I do message Rene separately.
Yeah, he does.
Separately. Thanks.
There are times in which
Yeah.
I'll just message Rene, but it's nothing. It's
So okay, wait,
it's not
hold on.
bad. It's
Is there times you two message each other separately?
No, never. Never.
What does that say? Like,
I don't need to check in with him.
do I have to be like the moderator between you two?
No, I
No,
don't think you have to be a moderator.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's, no, we're so good of friends. We don't need to check in.
I don't need- yeah.
No. What does that say about us then?
I don't need to check in with him. I know where he stands.
No,
I already know where he is. He's upset.
He's upset.
He's upset about
stressed
something.
out.
He's stressed out. He
Yeah.
probably hasn't eaten in 4 days,
Yeah.
with you, you know, it's-
He's pissed off about Joey.
and Joey pooped on something.
Pooped
I know
or
where
peed
he's
on his
at.
bag,
I know
yeah.
I know where he's at.
oh my god.
He's
dude.
home.
You're either homework and that's it. Like,
He's either home, work, or he's on the side of the road. I don't know.
All right.
In a ditch.
Let's transition into comic strips. I
Such
think
a-
that's it.
Such a happy talk we've had just to bring us together. Like, as
Do you want
we-
to be in a
guys.
ditch?
I mean,
I hear it's comfortable.
We went
hear
from
it's-
serial
yeah.
killers to best friends.
oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
No, but really, how is that serial killer coming along? Like,
you
how's? Well, that's
Oh, now you want to be talking about it seriously?
Well, I thought it was you.
It was it. Why is it me?
You live in East Whittier.
No, I don't. I live somewhere.
Yeah, thank you.
Almost doxed
Can you
myself.
imagine? He like listens like, damn it! That's right. It's like, he's like, oh, damn it!
I thought about it. I don't know why, but I was like, I looked at Nick and he's
I
just
know.
like,
You were about to say it.
I
No,
live
don't.
in.
I live. Never mind.
Dang. You were about to say it. I was about to trick you to say your address.
dang, dude. Nick almost assisted.
Oh man, the serial killer was this close.
Yeah, I was grabbing, dude. And if you get Bryan, I want to take the assist on that one.
Just I know. I know +10 assist kill just pops up above him.
Just remember, if you're going after Bryan, kill Joey first.
Joey
at least,
will probably
he'll
run
be
away.
happy.
Joey
At
will
least,
outlive me.
at least Bryan will be happy in his final.
Joey
his
will
final
outlive
minutes.
me, dude. Oh, it was
Dude,
great.
Joey's gonna pee on your grave.
Probably. I
Yeah.
told you he's gonna smother me in my sleep. That's how I die. Not even joking, dude.
Joey's the killer.
Yes. All right, ready to move on to comic strips?
Yeah, it's
Comic strips, portion of the show where we talk about topics that don't merit a 10 to 15 minute conversation. Nick tries not to tangent from the topics we are talking about. You find your water fascinating or what?
If I close this eye and I look straight down, it looks like a starfish.
Oh, God. Okay, moving on.
Chocolate starfish.
Stop.
look.
Are we ready to start comic strips?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, perfect. All right. What do we start with first? Do we start with some small news or some big news?
Let's do the small news.
Small news.
Just
Across
what-
the Spider-Verse is getting a second art book, which will be releasing December 19th.
Are you gonna buy this one?
No, probably not.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
I don't know why you need 2 art books for the movie.
Mhm.
You know what? You and I have talked about this
Yeah.
last week,
Mhm.
where I feel like there's so much talk for Across the Spider-Verse that it's kind of getting tiring. You have the different versions that have come out in theaters, the different version that was supposedly different from the theatrical version that's on Blu-ray
Yeah.
and digital. You have the art book, which revealed almost nothing besides just the work that they did
Dude,
for the movie.
I just hear Sony just
Yeah.
Basically.
milking Spider-Verse until they hear
Until the cow's all skinny.
it's all skinny and there's nothing left and just
Cow's not even moving.
and all you hear is it say, "Kill me, kill me." That's what I feel Sony is doing to Across the Spider-Verse.
I mean, look,
where it's just, I just want to die.
just let me
Let
live.
me die.
Just let me go. I will say I did pre-order the original score vinyl for.
Does it at least have like a cool
Mhm.
like the vinyl looks cool?
I think it's an orange with purple press.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. So
Does,
I'm getting that one.
does the vinyl have any like graphics on the actual vinyl itself?
I don't know. I'll double check. I'll show you after we finish
Okay.
recording. Yeah, but it's
because I know some of the pressing, some pressings that have come out recently are awesome.
Yeah, no.
Like the actual vinyl looks sick.
The Battle Network 3 press that I got was pretty sick because it's a blue with white, so it looks
Mhm.
like a digital kind of like interface thing.
Yeah.
I know the Oppenheimer one's supposed to be pretty cool, and I do want that one. I didn't pre-order it though because it's like $50.
The one I really like is the Resident Evil one that my brother got because it's red and gray, but it's like a see-through red and gray, so it looks like blood.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of looks like blood on the floor. It looks
Yeah.
really cool. And he has a couple of those that like just have like really, the vinyl itself looks really sick.
Even if it's not like multicolored press, even some of the color schemes are
Yeah,
pretty good.
they
Like
are.
yeah, so which one is pretty cool? The Barbie one that I got for Andy
Mhm.
is like it's like a highlighter neon pink.
It's a highlight. It's a like a high like a what is it?
It's a highlighter pink.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
That's
a highlighter
sick.
pink.
Very vibrant pink.
Yeah, very vibrant pink. I got the Evangelion one.
that would have been really cool if it was like a glow in the dark pink.
You know what? They had a white one.
That
Like
actually
a milk
that sounds
white.
that sounds really pretty though.
Eh,
That sounds like it would have
I
been.
think
really
if you
pretty.
think of Barbie, I think of pink, not white.
True, but I do think that would have been really pretty. Like
Barbie's
a really
white.
Huh?
Like-
Barbie's white.
That's true.
the one that I
She's
really liked was
ethical.
ethnical. I thought she was
Right.
ethnically ambiguous.
Yeah.
Wasn't
But-
she ethnically ambiguous?
But white Barbie made its money.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Well, that's the important one.
Yeah.
Oh my
basically. That's the face
It's the
of
face.
Barbie.
The other ones are just
Sure.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh,
You paused now because you paused because you're just like I have
have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I've committed. Do I sell or do I back out?
As you can tell,
Do you double down?
I've had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, for sure. I think no one can tell.
No?
No.
Okay, well that's just sad on my own personality.
Dang.
Nick just acts like he's drunk all the time.
No, but some of the presses are pretty cool. So I do like this Across the Spider-Verse one, but the art book I think is a no-go. I don't know. If the art book is less than 35, I'll probably buy it. I bought the first one for $32, and it's on Barnes and Noble for $40. So you know, I mean, it's $8, but it's $8.
You know what? I mean, at that point, really, you separate. I mean, you had all this information, all this material when you made the first one.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make more money.
Yeah, of course. It's just
so
a
it's
hype.
cash grab.
All right, let's move on to some bigger news. I mean, we're probably not going to talk much about it because we don't really care about it, but it is big news.
Cows.
No, not cows. Taylor Swift Eras Tour will be headed
Skip
to
it.
theaters and IMAX October 13th. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I sent it to you.
Did you?
I was the one that put it in the chat.
Oh, you did. I mean, it was after the whole TMZ thing, so I probably stopped paying attention.
No, you didn't, because you made an entire comment about it.
What did I do?
You said, "Oh yeah, Andy already bought tickets for it. We're gonna go watch it. We're supposed to go dance in the aisles.
So here's the
I don't
thing.
know how we're gonna do this.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
interested
am.
to see how this is gonna happen.
So
Andy already indulges a lot of things I want to do, so I have to do this thing. You know.
you actually do read what I put.
Yeah, I read.
That's cute. Thanks, dude.
I
appreciate
read the conversation. I just don't reply.
it. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Thanks, Nick.
I know.
No,
what's
the
going
reason
on.
I wanted to bring it up was because the Taylor Swift Instagram post encourages dancing, sharing friendship bracelets, wearing the Eras attire.
So I don't get the
and
friendship
singing.
bracelet thing.
I don't either. Don't ask me. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
You're not a
But
Swiftie?
I'm not a
I guess
God no.
not.
I
Did
can
you-
appreciate who she is. I don't
ask Andy about the friendship bracelets?
Yes. Okay. Here's the thing.
It kind of sounds like
Andy
a cult.
is a closeted Swiftie.
She's in the closet about it.
I think she's starting to admit that she is a Swiftie, but she doesn't want to admit that she's a Swiftie because I've asked her, I'm like, so you're a Swiftie now? She's like, no, I'm not. I
No,
just like
she's
her
a
music.
Swiftie.
And I'm just like, I think you're a Swiftie.
Yeah.
The day she comes out to you, it's gonna be a good day.
No, I've told her this. I've said, like, if you won't admit that you're a Swiftie, then you can't make fun of me for saying I'm not a weeb. Mm-hmm.
But you are a weeb.
But I'm not a weeb.
You are.
I'm not a weeb. But she's always telling people, like, babe, just tell people you're a weeb because you watch anime. I've seen you watch anime. And I'm like, nope. But now she can't say it because she
He's
won't
like,
admit that
nah,
she's
it's
a Swiftie.
Evangelion. That's not an anime.
That's
That's
not
art.
an anime, dude.
That's art.
It's a story about depression.
That's art.
That's art. It's not anime. It just happens to be animated.
It comes from
art.
Japan.
Just because it's animated and it comes from Japan, don't make it art.
Don't
Let's make it
anime.
weeb.
Don't make
Make
it
it, don't make me a weeb. I'm an art connoisseur.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Here's the thing about this
Sure.
pre-sale stuff. So the movie doesn't come out till October 13th,
Okay.
but it broke records.
Yeah.
37 million in pre-sales in the first 24 hours,
I didn't even know this was
making
happening.
it the second
Yeah.
highest pre-sale of all time behind Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
If I didn't know about this, is it really important?
No. I feel like
To
it's
me,
not.
it is.
Okay.
Why?
Because if Taylor Swift were to take down a Marvel movie like Avatar, I
Yeah.
think that it becomes
I
an
don't know.
enemy.
I don't know why. I just imagine like Taylor Swift jumping on the back of Thanos and just like slitting his throat
And then
like,
writes a song about
yeah,
it.
then like and then licks it and just
Just watch her write a song. Watch her write a song about the fact that she didn't beat Avengers.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be her
That's the
number
next-
one.
well, yeah,
single,
that's
dude.
how
Number
dare
one.
they insult her by not
2024.
beating
Fun
it.
fact though. So she had her Eras tour here in SoFi Stadium,
Yeah.
and then Metallica played. I think like
SoFi Stadium. as
SoFi
well?
Stadium as well.
What is up with
But
SoFi Stadium? Is
it's
that-
a-
SoFi is getting. It's a good venue.
It's a good
getting-
venue, but
it's
apparently
getting-
it's
solid
getting
venue.
a lot of hatred for being architecturally flawed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it echoes,
Oh really?
and it's made in a residential area.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But the reason I bring up Metallica is because Swift had the record for the most attendees
Mhm.
at SoFi Stadium at 70,000. Metallica broke the record by 8,000.
Yeah, and Jason Momoa was there mosh pitting.
He was?
Yeah, there was a
Metallica?
video- Yeah,
That's
the Metallica.
I,
But
He was
honestly,
mosh pitting with fans.
Do
That's
you know
sick.
how Metallica broke the record? Swift took
Entered
up the
Sandman.
No, so
Oh.
Swift had the entire field to
Mhm.
perform.
Yeah.
With very minor, like very little, like field seats.
Yeah.
Metallica had a smaller stage,
Yeah.
and they opened up the field for a snake pit. So
Mm.
they managed
That's
to fit
genius.
8,000 more
That's
people in
actually-
there.
yeah.
That is genius.
So
Well, I mean, like Taylor likes to walk around, make a spectacle.
there's a
Yeah,
giant
it's
stage
different.
behind her. Yeah,
Also,
of course.
different shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Unless-
now,
Like Metallica, I mean, they're at their age right now. They can't move around.
I would love. What I really want is I want to see that couple, that couple that went both nights. Because the boyfriend wanted to see Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
and the girlfriend wanted to see Metallica. That's right. I went against gender bending. I knew you guys thought where I was gonna go. I beat you
No,
to
that
it.
happens though too. That's
Yeah,
it
does.
happens.
Where the boyfriend was like, "Oh, maybe," and then she was like,
you can't sing any Metallica stuff because they're gonna come after us.
"Oh,
like
dude,
crazy.
Metallica will sue you."
The fact you said Enter Sandman, dude, we're riding on that edge, dude.
Yeah.
We're riding
Master of
lightning.
Puppets. Saint Anger.
I want to go back to a metal show, dude. Iron Maiden.
When was the last time you
dope.
went to a metal show?
Iron Maiden.
Okay.
It was the day that you
Thank
went
you.
to the hospital.
Okay, really quick. Thank you for responding to my question when I
Oh.
said, when did you go? And you
I
went
don't remember.
Iron Maiden.
I don't remember. It was when you
a year ago.
almost died.
It would have been a year ago.
Okay, yeah, because I went into your room as you were like pretty
Was
drugged
it-
up.
I think that
You
was
don't
in
remember.
September or November.
Yeah,
I
And
remember
I had
it.
whiplash. You had holes in your stomach or your intestines.
And I had poop in my pants.
Yeah, there you go.
That was because I decided to fart, and that was a problem.
Took a
Gamble, lost.
I gambled and I lost. Like I said earlier, my luck ain't great. My luck's when my luck happens, it's bad.
Oh my god, that's great. All right. In streaming news, How I Met Your Father has been officially canceled by Hulu
Really?
after 2
Oh,
seasons.
man.
All right, place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Was it canceled because it was a bad show or because of the strikes?
Strikes.
I feel like it was a bad show, but the strikes didn't help it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's probably the best case scenario because Andy's disappointed. 'Cause she hated the show. She watched the second season, then she got invested in it, and now she's sad that she doesn't know who the father was. But here's the thing.
There's a whole arc where she thinks she had sex with her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird arc.
It is a weird,
a
it is a
weird
weird
arc.
bit.
That's a weird arc.
My thing is this.
I get Ned may have, Ted may have done some immoral stuff. But I
this
know
is too far.
But at no point did he go, "Oh yeah, let me have sex with my mom."
That was Barney.
That was Barney.
Yeah. The funny thing is that I know that Hulu will come out and say that it was because there weren't. Well, they probably won't admit it, but the excuse will be, well, there weren't a lot of people watching the show.
It's true.
But if that was the case, then they should have canceled it after season 1.
I think it had a solid following. I think it had a substantial following after season 1 because season 1 is not bad. It's okay. It's not like amazing. It's not How I Met Your Mother, but it's okay. It has like potential where and it could be one of those things where like you got to
Hilary
get
Duff
past.
was carrying that show.
Hilary Duff was like, oh my God, she was carrying the weight of that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Like Hilary Duff's
Her scenes were good.
thighs must be like
Yeah.
just like huge from the amount of weight she was carrying, just
I was like,
huffing it through, just blizzards of just bad jokes and everything else.
And
But
her lines weren't terrible either. It was because the lines
she
were
her
bad.
her deliver
but deliveries
she,
were better.
She was able to deliver the jokes better than everybody else.
Yeah.
And honestly, it makes me only sad that there isn't a Lizzie McGuire show because I feel like that show
it was
going
gonna happen. It was.
That was
but
the first thing that Disney Plus
Yeah.
talks about.
And Disney was like, nope.
What'd they go with instead? That's
How
a
I Met Your
Raven.
Father.
That's Raven's Home, I think.
I know Raven's Home.
But Raven's Home, did that finish or did that get canceled?
That's
I
over.
I think it only
finished.
had like 2
It,
seasons.
it finished. It only had like 3.
Yeah, it only had like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
That's fun.
But I feel like, but also that was the same thing with like Fuller House.
Yeah. that's
Fuller
true.
House survived all the way to the end. I didn't like the ending because it had an emotional setup to end a very good way.
Mhm.
And then it just ended with everyone still living under the same house.
I think
There was
when
no
it
growth.
comes
No.
to when it comes to bringing back shows from a long duration, it's either going to be not good or bad.
Yeah.
You know what show I do kind of want to see after like a long hiatus? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I feel like that would be an interesting
Oh, that's
show.
over. Can't do that.
Yeah.
Not after Will Smith
That's-
Well, I mean,
slapped.
after that, probably not. But I mean, like before that, like that would have been
Yeah.
a cool series to see. Like
Without Uncle Phil.
you could write.
you
in-
could, but I feel like
use-
that would be because you can write that as the excuse on why the family got back together.
Yeah, Uncle Phil's gone. And you could
Uncle
just
Phil's
be like-
funeral, and I
Yeah.
think you could have written you could have written it of the family finally got back together.
You get the house
before-
back and stuff like
for
that.
Uncle Phil, and then it's a new house. Or Uncle Phil never really sold the house.
Or
He's been renting it this whole time.
Or like there's a like a severance from his death, and they use that to buy the house back to stay together. and
Didn't the
stuff like that.
reunion special say that there was bad blood between some of the
No.
actors and actresses?
It was only
between
one-
Will and the original Aunt
the original
Viv,
Aunt Viv,
but they
yeah.
cleared the air in the special. Like
Okay.
they actually brought her on, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Hey," and Will Smith even said, "Oh, I was a kid
Mhm.
when all this happened, and I didn't realize the damage I was doing to your career,
Mhm.
and I was just thinking about myself, and I was being very selfish when I destroyed your
Yeah.
career."
He opened up about that.
But she was also saying I was being selfish myself because I was, this thespian who had been working as an actress and a dance, and like I've been doing dance and I've been doing all these other things, and I thought that I should have had a bigger role in the show.
Gotcha.
So they both understood that they both messed up.
Okay.
So
And then the two Aunt Vivs met.
yes, they
That was
finally
cool.
met.
Yeah, that was
Have you,
cool.
have you
I
watched
haven't
this?
seen the reunion special.
It's
I
good.
was
It's on
supposed to.
HBO Max.
It is
Or
on
it's on
HBO
Max.
Max. Oh yeah, sorry, Max.com.
Max.
It's on Max.
Triple X.
I was gonna watch it, but Andy beat me to it, and then at that point, I was just kind of like, whatever.
Doesn't that suck when that happens?
Yeah.
Like, because Mandy will do the same thing. Well, she'll be like, "Oh, I already watched it," and I'm like, "Well, I don't want to watch it now."
Yeah, I don't care
What's
for it.
wrong? What's wrong with both of you? I just turned. It
I mean,
on.
I'm more of a Friends person, so like but at least I waited for the Friends reunion,
Mhm.
like for her to watch it with her. But
Never saw it.
I waited.
I wasn't. I was never really into Friends.
yeah, some people
Yeah,
aren't.
same.
I've reached a point in my life where I can accept that,
Yeah.
but I still think of it as one of the greatest sitcoms to ever be produced.
It's good.
really?
Yeah. Because here's the thing, I've always been in constant war with people that love Seinfeld,
Yeah.
and I got really annoyed because the Seinfeld people would always like push the fact that Friends was just degeneracy and stupid, and Seinfeld was so much better. And then I grew up, and I was just like, you know
Seinfeld
what?
saved a man's life.
Okay,
Did you know that?
who cares?
I like Seinfeld because I don't have to watch a previous season
That's
to watch
true.
Seinfeld.
That's true.
You can
That's
watch
very
episode
true.
to episode, and
Yeah.
That's
you
very
can you
true.
can skip around in
'Cause
Seinfeld.
there's nothing connects until the last episode.
That's very true.
That's when everything connects.
Yeah.
I mean, I just grew up watching Friends. I
Yeah.
had it in the background, and Andy's just surprised over the fact that like I can
Yeah.
an episode will be playing in the background,
Mhm.
and then I could pretty much tell you what the next line of dialogue is.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? I remember watching Friends as a kid and watching it periodically at my grandfather's house because it was on Fox.
Yeah,
Because they used to have reruns on Fox.
my mom and dad used to watch it periodically, like every night.
But I never
and
got
then-
into it. Like
Yeah.
I would watch it and I would be like, that was a funny episode, and then like I would just kind of forget about it. I would never be like, I gotta watch this next episode.
I was like that because I caught it late because the show ended in 2000. It went from
like 2003. I think.
90.
I thought it was like 2005.
No, it
From-
ended long
It was
before
it's
that.
2003 because the show premiered in 19.
It's not like I have a computer in front of me.
I thought it was
It's either-
1995. It was 95 to 2000.
10 seasons, so it was 10
Yeah, it was
years.
it was-
hold up.
95 to 05.
93 to 2003.
Was it?
94 to 2004.
Oh,
we
we're
were
right in the middle.
Yeah, we met in the middle. All right, that's fair.
My bad.
I thought it was
Wow,
I thought it was
I should know
1995.
that better.
No.
I thought it was 1995.
No, 94. I know that I was just born, and then I caught it in the late seasons. I watched the season finale, the series finale live, and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
did my
We
best to
caught
try
that.
to.
Yeah,
yeah.
at my house we watched that live.
Yeah, and I had to like watch the reruns, and I couldn't miss a single night because
I remembered.
KTLA had it.
I remembered my second grade teacher was a huge fan of Friends, and then I remember that day, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Friends. I'm probably gonna cry." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "I'm gonna cry in the
I-
last episode."
I also forgot that Lisa Kudrow is in Easy A.
He did.
I forgot she was in Easy A. Yeah,
she
she's
was like the
she's the
School counselor. Yeah.
that's sleeping with one of her students. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, what is it? Her?
Yeah, that's Lisa
That's her.
Kudrow.
You guys didn't know that? I knew that.
Forgot.
'Cause
No, I
she's
just
not
forgot.
in a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah, she's not. Honestly,
yeah.
I knew that. I was like, oh yeah, that's a girl from Friends.
Wow.
But I completely forgot about it. Until
Okay.
right now. I
That's
saw her face and I was like, oh, that's a girl from Easy A.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on because we tangented hard off of How I Met Your Father and Friends. Sure, why not? Per Discussing Films Twitter, there's a list of Disney Plus MCU properties that are going to be delayed. Starting off with Loki season 2 has been delayed to October 6th. What If season 2 will be coming out Christmas of this year. Echo January 2024. X-Men 97 early 2024, but I don't even think that had a release date.
No,
They
it
just
never.
kinda-
It was,
those are windows now.
Yeah, they're
The-
windows.
The thing is that X-Men 97 never had a window.
Yeah.
It just said like it's coming, but now it actually has
coming
a window.
in 97.
When 97? 2097?
2009. No,
It
1997.
better wear it better wear a rubber.
Agatha, late 2024, and Ironheart, Wonder Man, and Daredevil, Born Again have been delayed with no window.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
the shows that haven't done anything like production or
No, and it's all due to the
script-wise.
strikes.
Yeah.
All due to the strikes. But Arcane season 2 projected to be coming out, and this isn't a Disney MCU property. This is separate.
Yeah,
This is Netflix.
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 League of Legends, baby.
Yeah, the loser town
What?
over there. Bunch of smelly ass losers.
It's LOL.
Yeah.
Oh, the boring game. Yeah.
LOL.
The game that if you even talk about it remotely, you're
Uh-huh.
basically dead on the spot.
Yeah, the game where it's like, oh, I'm looking up. So that's fun.
You
Wait,
play LOL, huh?
What?
Do you play LOL?
Huh?
Do you
League
play
of
LOL?
Legends.
No? Good for
That's the
Good for you.
format.
Good job.
You're it's this and you're moving
It's top down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently that's fun to people.
It can be.
Depends on the game.
Baldur's Gate does that too.
See, that's why I don't play Baldur's Gate either. like
No, but I mean, like, 'cause you
I need to be like in the world.
He needs
like,
to be either behind the shoulder
I don't need a God's
or
eye
the
view,
person.
you know?
because you are God.
I'm not. I don't want that.
In,
Like,
in Baldur's
I
Gate,
play
you're
video
God.
games to get
I'm not.
away from responsibility.
Do you know how great it is to know that people's lives are in your
it
hands?
just sounds stressful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
What
so
does he want,
great.
dude?
Like you can walk into a goblin camp and then just go.
All right, nerd, shut up.
I'm gonna go
dude.
invisible,
No,
and then
you're
I'm gonna
pissing
pour
me off
poison
now.
into
You're making me
their
mad,
drinks.
dude. Arcane season 2 coming
She
out.
says-
Arcane season 2 coming out late 2024, winter
Oh, wow.
2024.
Winter.
So, yeah, I've yet to finish Arcane. I think I'm in the last like 2 episodes.
How are you not into Arcane? Arcane was good.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Really?
Imagine
Yeah,
Dragons.
It was good. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It was
But
good.
I think I stopped like 2 episodes in because Andy said something. It's like, all right, now I'm not watching.
I don't understand.
Dude, it's
how
because she
this
makes
works.
fun of it sometimes. She's like, ooh.
So what does that have to do with
I get
you
discouraged.
enjoying it?
Yeah, he's,
I get the.
You're
I,
so
insecure.
easily. You're so
I am
easily,
insecure, dude. That's
How
why
are
I
you
don't watch anime.
insecure? You know what I do? I put her on anime, and then Monica goes, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "I'm watching this." She goes, "All right."
Nah, dude.
And then I
I
wait,
like
and then I take my
eyes.
pants off and I sit on a couch. That's how that works. And then she does something in the kitchen. I have no idea. I don't know what she's doing in
my
there.
god! All
She's
right.
making cakes. I
Well,
don't know.
we mentioned the strikes.
why are you staring at cakes or what? Like,
Huh?
like she's making cakes while you stare at cakes?
Yeah, that's basically my weekend.
Oh,
It's kind of my weekend. Yeah.
So we mentioned the strikes in regards to the delays that are
Mm-hmm.
going on, the cancellations. But there's some piece of news that have come that has recently come out. SAG-AFTRA president Fran Drescher, I believe his name. He's the union president. Kind of made it clear that he would like to vote on the possible strike against video game companies. Quote, once again, AI is putting our main...
It's your
Yeah,
writing.
yeah, it's my
wrote this,
writing.
dude?
Once
It's your
again, AI.
writing.
That's why I had it typed last time. Once again, AI is putting our members in a jeopardy of reducing their opportunity to work. And once again, SAG-AFTRA is standing up to tyranny on behalf of its members.
Hell yeah.
So, I wanted to bring this up because it's interesting how there's a lot of content creators
Mhm.
still making content like we do, right? Talking about
Yeah.
movies, talking about TV shows based off of these streaming productions. And when they talk about it, they don't reference the property itself. They just say that one property.
Mhm.
And it's kind of weird to me. And I had this conversation with Andy not that long ago because she mentioned how Selena Gomez posted recently about how she misses working on the production for Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
And then apparently she got bullied to take it down because that was against SAG-AFTRA like rules or something like that.
It's okay to say that you miss.
That's the way I
working.
see it, right?
That's fine. You can say you miss working, but is she trying to? She's not saying I want to get back into working, guys. So hurry up and like hash this out. She didn't say that.
Yeah.
She's just
really.
saying, I miss the environment.
I miss having that work family that I was, worked on for like 3 or 4 years now.
You ever had
Yeah.
people at work you enjoy?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is that like I was telling Andy
Me?
this. I was saying, what?
What?
You? What about you?
That's what I used to work with you. You know, you used to see my beautiful face every day.
Yeah, people hated us because we worked together. We were like basically
It was-
inseparable,
It
dude.
was so fun.
Now they can't stand each other. What happened there?
Easy.
What happened is that
Love.
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 We don't need to text each other constantly to confirm that we're still alive. We just know.
Yeah.
We sense it. Once one of us dies, a part of us will leave.
There can only be one.
Right.
We're like
No,
we're
but
like Highlanders.
no, but I was because Andy showed me this TikTok where like this person was talking about Star Wars, right? And then
Yeah.
they were saying how like they were super excited for Ahsoka and this and that about how Ahsoka's doing this, and then she's like, "Oh, but I'm not gonna mention that one franchise, but here's all the stuff you need to know about it." And it's like, so you're not referencing or you're not mentioning the word Star Wars or Ahsoka, but you're going to talk about it anyways.
I didn't understand that. Why are people doing that?
I don't know. It's because apparently it's like
Oh yeah, that's so weird to me that they're like, oh yeah, that show I'm not gonna mention.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
sci-fi show. Why is that?
That's a great question. Oh, no one looked that up. I actually, I'm
Yeah.
unsure
Because
of why that is.
I think the idea
I saw TikToks about that too, and I was like,
Yeah,
why
like
are
the
they not-
TikTok I sent
But
you.
it's
right?
not.
yeah.
It's not the actors or actresses.
They're-
Or
it's the
producers.
show itself.
It's the content creators that are saying don't mention the show. So what we're
Wait,
doing here,
who,
the fact that
though?
we're going to be talking about One Piece is not going to be good for it. It's basically like blasphemy. We shouldn't be doing this. We should be saying that one pirate show that's on that one streaming company we don't mention. Let's talk about that.
Is it because it's on a streaming service?
It's because they don't want people to advertise the property on the streaming
because
service.
of the strike.
Yes.
You know, that makes more sense.
But it doesn't make sense.
I mean, it makes sense of
No, it doesn't.
why they're
You're still
trying. That's
yeah,
the
but
thing.
you're still talking about the content that's on their streaming service.
That's why.
the
So
thing.
like it makes sense and it doesn't make sense.
So I'm making content about a streaming service, and I'm not saying their name
because
so
I don't want it
because
advertised.
I don't want it advertised. But then you're curious about the name I'm talking about, so you look it up anyway, and then it advertises the streaming service. That's backwards.
Yeah, it is backwards. The way
You're just advertising for them.
I like to think that we're doing okay. We're not doing what most we can't be out there in the picket lines.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can't, right? We have our jobs to do in our lives. to
Man,
live
I haven't
stuff
been on
like
my
that.
knees enough for that.
Stop.
It's just
No, but we can't be out in the picket lines because we're not actors, we're not
Yeah.
writers in that sense. But
that's not true. Have you seen that face? It's acted in almost 100 skits.
that's true. Not 100 skits, but like maybe about 50 skits.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but we do it. But that's the thing is we're small. We're independent,
Yeah.
right?
It's not
So we're
about it's not about the size. It's the way we use it. Okay, that's how we throw it
Is
around.
that what they told you?
It's what Monica keeps telling me. I'm self-conscious, all right?
Yeah, it's starting to show.
She
dude.
keeps
It's
telling
starting
me.
to show. Is the alcohol wearing off on you or what?
No.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Sure. But that's the thing is we're independent, we're small, so we can work
Yeah.
on this sort of stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
And we're not getting any benefits.
No, we're
of
not.
mentioning these
here's
stuff.
Except for that one guy.
here's the thing, okay? The way I see it is we can talk about these properties because we're not showcasing the streaming production itself. We're
Mhm.
talking about the actors,
Mhm.
the people that work behind the scenes, the people that are actually like putting in the blood, sweat, and tears to make these shows
Not
happen.
only
but
that,
the-
but I also think of us as entertaining.
We
our
are
audience.
entertaining.
But
Yeah.
the other thing is that I don't understand because the Actors Guild actually said it's okay.
Yeah.
Like they specifically said it's okay for
So then I don't
content creators to make videos about about those subjects. That's fine.
And
They-
I'm-
the
It
Actors
just seems
Guild
like
went
it's
out-
an extra step.
It is an extra step, and I don't want to pat our backs,
No,
but
it's an
these
extra-
content creators that are putting this sort of stuff out there,
They're more.
I don't see them posting the links to the SAG-AFTRA website
Yeah.
or the WGA website,
Ever since
which
the
we
strike
do it.
started, yeah.
We put it in the description so
Mhm.
people can go there and check out the website
Yeah.
and donate or
It's-
figure some stuff
Donate
out.
what they
clout.
can and
Yeah.
stuff like
It's just
that.
clout. That's all it is.
Oh,
it's
so it's
so that
clout
way
to say that one
It's
thing that's
clout, but they're not trying to say they're getting clout.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
subtle clout that they want.
not- go out on the strikes,
whatever.
support the actors and actresses that are making, almost nothing. You got to support the independent creators, all these different things. But like to kind of do these small things like that one property that we won't mention and then thinking that that's doing something, it isn't. Like,
Mhm.
it-
And then at
I
that
don't know.
point, you're kind of treating your audience kind of like dumb.
Yeah.
They know what you're talking about. Not only that, but also if I don't know what you're talking about, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
And like I said before, if I don't know what you're talking about, I'm gonna look it up. And then when I look it up, I then go, "Oh, cool, it's Ahsoka." And then I then go, "Oh, what's Ahsoka about?" And then I watch it because I want to understand what your content is about.
Yeah.
So, what was the point of not
mentioning-
telling me what the show was?
Better yet, let's say this, because I can guarantee you that if someone by some stroke of whatever, right? They might clip it. Yeah, they might clip this and they cancel us for this. If there is a reason why, right? And this is coming from someone that is actively in the strikes, actively supporting all this, and there's a reason why they want content creators to not mention these shows or movies, educate us. Tell us why. Don't use this as a means to put us up on a soapbox and use us to ridicule us and say like, oh, look at these people. They don't support this and that. They think they're enough. No, educate us then. We're seeing it from this perspective. We're trying to understand what's going on over here. We're actively learning about the strikes as the news comes out. So if you're going to use this opportunity to say like, these people are idiots and they're, mentioning these shows and stuff and still supporting the streaming service and all this other crap. No, educate us. Tell us what's going on. There's a comment section down below. There's social media that you can reach out to us. There's emails. Educate us and let us know.
Also,
because right now it's not the time to make enemies.
Also, just in case you probably should still support the shows that are coming out, because if you don't support the shows that are coming out, the people who worked on them, like the crew, the actors, the DPs, everybody else, won't have a job because you didn't watch. You didn't watch that show, even though you really wanted to, and you were like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch that show because they're bad, they're mean to them." It's like, yeah, but also if they don't get the viewership that they hoped that they would get, that show gets canceled and they lose their jobs,
especially during times like this.
Yeah, so you should probably still kind of support the show by watching it,
or tell us why not. Yeah, simple as that. Let's move on to lighter news. Taco Bell.
Cows.
Moo.
Is releasing the Baja Blast Gelato in one location, Irvine, California.
I'll give you one guess on how it's made.
Cows.
Milk and eggs, bitch.
Dang.
That's a really good Scott Pilgrim reference, and I love you for it. That's so great.
I posted that on my Instagram.
Did you?
Went,
I don't follow you on Instagram.
You don't look at his story.
I just don't look at his story.
He posted that on his story.
I did. We went to, what is it? Fashion Island?
Yeah.
In Costa Mesa, I think it is. Because she claims this is like really great gelato, which is pretty good. And so I posted it on my story. It said, oh, non-vegan gelato, or vegan gelato on her side, and then non-vegan gelato.
She get vegan gelato?
She got vegan gelato. She can't have dairy, dude. Apparently she's lactose intolerant.
See, I tried to tell that to Mandy, and she doesn't want to believe.
So is every other Hispanic.
So
I'm lactose
if
intolerant.
I'm lactose intolerant, put me down. I don't want to live in this world.
I'm mildly lactose intolerant.
That
but
sucks, dude.
That doesn't make me
feel to be a weak human being.
I'm not a weak human being because I still go and I eat that lactose.
Good job, dude.
It's
High
more,
five.
It's more normal to be lactose intolerant than it is to.
We're actually not supposed to drink cow's milk.
That sucks.
Apparently,
give me that cow.
I was like,
"Are you from London?"
Go to London then. Go to London.
Go to London. Apparently that's acceptable there. Yeah. You're just going to be under the...
Give me that cow. Give me that.
Cheese, yogurt, ice cream.
Yeah. I ain't done.
But apparently it's a mutation if you can tolerate lactose.
That's cool. So I'm a mutant.
Yes,
that's
so
fine.
am I.
Great.
You guys can have lactose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can drink. Dude, I drink milk straight.
You know what's really funny with my with my new dietary thing? I think I always think it's really funny because like sometimes there are times I can't really go and I'm like, give me milk. And then
I use milk as a laxative.
Dude,
give me that heavy cream.
Dude, I destroy that toilet. It's
half and half. I want whole milk, dude.
Yeah. Get rid of one half. Give me the other.
Yeah, man, in my mind's eye.
Dude, I drink milk straight.
Dude,
I don't need chocolate or strawberry stuff. I don't need nothing. Just give me the milk straight, dude.
I love that choco milk, man.
Yeah. Oh, choco milk, dude.
Bro, so choco milk is bomb, man.
Oh my god.
I thought it was so funny because I used to call it choco milk in high school, and then I would always come up to like the ladies and I'd be like, I want to buy some choco milk.
You know, I had my sister-in-law tell me that I shouldn't be drinking milk because we human beings aren't supposed to drink cow milk.
I love
got
how you
so
get
offended.
into these arguments with your
Dude,
sister.
it was out of nowhere.
I feel like
she's
your
like, stop
sister-
drinking cow's milk, and I'm like, why?
I feel
Don't
like you
tell
and-
me how to live my life.
Yeah,
I proceeded to grab
see,
a gallon
Are
of
you
milk
and your
and drink it.
sister-in-law like sister, like brother and sister for real?
I
Because you
don't
guys
know.
bicker.
Literally, yeah.
You guys bicker like
Guys
brother
We
and
don't
sister.
so
beef.
hard.
We just beef when it's something stupid,
Yeah.
like telling me not to drink milk.
Did you
I'm
guys
gonna drink-
argue when the dress is the dress gold or blue?
No, because I don't think we were talking much.
Oh
then.
yeah, because you
Mm.
guys were already beefing about something
And
else.
plus, that was black and blue, by the way. That dress.
That
I think it's gold.
No, it
whatever,
was black and blue.
who cares,
black.
dude? Milk is God. Milk is king. I love milk.
Got milk.
I do. I wish I had milk. 2 more pieces of news. Super Mario Brothers Wonder director Shiro Mori, I think is how you pronounce his last name,
No.
shared that his inclusion of Daisy in the game
Mhm.
was inspired because he didn't want his 2 daughters to bicker about who would be playing Princess Peach.
He's just at home like, God,
God, how do I get these?
I
two
wish I
people
could
to
just
shut
create another
up?
character. These girls are killing me.
Just because he
No,
played.
fine!
There. One of you gets Peach. The other one gets Daisy.
Now
Put
you just
on-
argue over pink and yellow.
And then they start arguing about pink and the yellow. I don't want pink. No, I want yellow. And he's like, I'll just take the gentleman's way out.
Not yet. Not yet. We get it, dude. All right. Jesus. All right, all these visual gags. None of our audio listeners are going to get this.
Well, that's why they need to switch to the
Our YouTube
YouTube channel
/
at
Keeping Up with the Nerds.
Seppuku.
Seppuku.
Last piece
I'm
of
just
news.
really looking for, like somebody goes, oh, they said at seppuku. All right. That is not what I thought I was gonna get.
Last piece of news. Starfield releases September 6th.
What's Starfield?
It's Bethesda's new game about space exploration from the creators of Skyrim and that one game that has so many bugs and Fallout and
You mean that one game that has so many bugs?
and Fallout.
Which is also that one game that has a lot of bugs.
That was Fallout 76. Comes Starfield.
The other game with
I
a
feel
lot
like
of bugs.
I feel like you could have come up with a better name.
Starfield?
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It's
It's no Baldur's Gate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
Why
no.
not?
Listen, when every other studio complains about you and then goes, we should probably sue them so they can't make another one.
So here's the
They're
thing
making
about
us look
Starfield.
bad.
Here's the thing.
Oh my God, the
that's
game works?
right.
Oh my God, that game works.
Okay, so
We should-
speaking about that, I was totally going to talk about Starfield, but that's even better news.
F out of here, Starfield.
All I'm going to say about Starfield, it has an 88 out of 100 on Metacritic, but that's only reviewers, and
That's
it was at
Metacritic.
GamesCon, and supposedly it has less bugs than other Bethesda games, but whatever. It's, you know.
It's not Baldur's
It's
Gate.
not Baldur's Gate. So why did I want to talk about Baldur's Gate real quick? Apparently the game is so good that other companies are going out of their way to say, guys,
It's too good.
it's too good.
Yeah.
You've literally raised the bar up way too high. Now we're afraid that we can't reach that bar.
You know
for
what's
RPGs.
even better? You know what's the greatest thing about Baldur's Gate?
What?
Updates of Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Because update notes tells you what kind of shenanigans other players have been up to.
Like
And it's
from the top of the
hilarious.
rope, owl
Like,
bear.
That is
Slamorama.
hilarious. But like, okay, just a point. You can apparently there was a bug where when you put a gnome in a barrel and then threw it at people and it fell into a void, it would just disappear and that character would vanish and you couldn't get them back.
How can you see that if you're just like looking up this whole entire
Because
time?
you can bring the camera down.
So if you're doing this,
Yeah.
that's the tactical view.
Yeah.
And then if you bring it but the camera usually stays like behind the characters. Everything
Oh,
else.
okay.
You ever
So-
heard of a game called XCOM?
No.
But anyway, it's interesting because
That sounds boring.
when you see these updater notes, you just see all the bugs that other players have found because they're like, I can technically do anything in this game, and then they test the limits of that anything, and they go, oh, apparently I can't do that, and then the game developers go, you should be able to do that. Let me fix that.
Did you hear about the owl
It's
bear?
amazing.
What is the owl bear called?
The owlbear, it's the druid. The druid can when they level
Is
up.
that an animal though? It's the owlbear.
Yeah, it's an owlbear.
So there's a.
It's the thing that the druid in the Dungeons and Dragons game in the movie. That's the
But
thing.
I thought that was a better name
into.
than owlbear.
No, it's an
No, it's
owlbear.
owlbear.
It's just an owlbear.
So
It's a bear that looks like an owl.
Some player found the highest hitting move in Baldur's Gate,
Oh, it's
which is
amazing.
basically making a druid become an owl bear, enlarging the owl bear, then proceeding to stack it on top of crates, and then having the owl bear launch itself from the crates over a castle wall straight down, and then just giving it the people's elbow.
Yes, that is a thing that you can do, and then it causes like 1,000 damage.
No, more than that. It's like a lot.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The other one that's really funny is just seeing how creative people get on like going, I can do anything in this game. So what about if instead of me killing an entire goblin encampment, like an entire goblin camp, what about if I just got explosive barrels and then put them in a line all throughout the goblin camp, stand outside of the goblin camp, and then just go ignite, and then just watch them explode like dominoes and kill everyone inside.
Is that the worst bit? Because I've heard that there was a player in Baldur's Gate that murdered every murderable NPC
and then save their bodies
and saved their bodies in a room and had it organized.
Really
And that was news?
Really embracing the dark urge.
Yeah, and that's news. But I'm like, if that's news, then someone should go check up on that person, probably.
So
It just
no,
sounds
okay.
like a lot
So
of time.
here's
That's a lot of time to dedicate.
here's
to a-
okay. So
Yeah.
Here's the
No,
interesting-
don't be excited
I'm
about
already
that,
losing
Nick.
interest in like 10 minutes in.
So here's
I'm like,
this is why
I'm still. I haven't even played the game. I'm setting everything up. I'm like, okay, gotta do that. Gotta do that. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
So you've never played a Dark Souls game?
I've never played an RPG because I don't care for building. I don't care for stats or anything like that.
No,
I just
but-
want to play the game.
no,
Like,
but the reason why I like Baldur's Gate is because they simplified it completely. And it's literally just okay, cool. Like, what about if it was a video game of D&D? Like, this is D&D as a video game.
But it's the work, because that's the thing is I've noticed is we fall back into this like doesn't care for RPGs, can't stand the long customization options of an RPG, and then doesn't care because they love RPGs.
Dude, literally just put auto select and then keep moving.
I can't do that. I barely tolerated stuff like the Mass Effect character creation, and that's super minimal.
So I recently got WWE 2K23, and they have a customization that's like to the detail of how you want to do it. I was already like 20 minutes in, haven't even played with my new character, and I'm like, I'm done. Like,
This is too much.
you can like change the eyebrows, how to fix them, hair color, how you wanted it, where the
Dude,
tattoos are gonna be,
in
how you want their
Dude.
physique to be as well too.
Dude,
Like they got it down, but
in
I'm
Baldur's
not
Gate,
into it. Like,
you can choose genital preference.
Why?
yeah, they do that too.
Why
Like
not?
how big of your bulge you want in your.
No. This was like, what kind of junk do you want?
Mhm.
Like, do you want it to have a little bit of? Do you want it to have a friend?
He's
Do you
compensating.
want to have like
Yeah.
some? Do you want to have it to like some extra
Are you compensating?
stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not compensating. I'm just saying that's how how
What?
Customization.
Yeah, it's okay.
how customizable the characters are.
It's okay, Nick. It's all right. You can tell people.
I just think the game's a lot of fun.
Listen,
I
I consider myself like a Toyota Camry. I'm gonna get you from point A to point B. All right, I get the job done. I'm very reliable.
Wait, did you see the TikTok I sent you?
Which one?
The one about the goblins?
No.
I sent you one
you did. Yeah, you did, yes.
because you can have so in Baldur's Gate you can pretty much sleep with anything, and then the only thing you can't sleep with is goblins.
You're
And
scaring me.
it was so funny because somebody put a TikTok together and then went,
Hold on.
"How
I think
is
I can
this
find it.
not a thing? This game is broken. I should be able to indulge in any kink I want,
Yeah.
including goblins. If I want to go goblin hunting, I should be able to go goblin
I like
hunting."
the goblins he chose were like the ones that you were like.
You were like,
like,
Now I
see it.
understand why you get people having sex with cows on your feed. Now it makes sense, dude. That makes sense.
you know what's great now?
what?
Because you clicked on the thing, now it will pop up on your feed.
Not true.
Yes, it will, because Google
I-
realized
happened? I won't allow it.
Google now realizes that that's a thing
Nope,
you're
if
into.
it
here it
pops
is.
up, then I'm not doing it. Is there any cussing in it?
None of the goblins in Baldur's Gate 3 are bangable.
Why? Look, I'm sorry, but you're telling me that in the game where banging an octopus man and a bear are on the table, that these thick little short stacks of pancakes are off the menu? I walked in on a bugbear banging an ogre, but my perversions are the ones you choose to forbay? Baldur's Gate 3, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, thanks. Now I have to do the
It's
last
an hour,
part.
2 minutes in. It's fine.
I thought it was. But yeah, his perversions is too far.
Yeah. Apparently, that's
Do you know
too
how?
much.
Do you know how messed up it is when you walk in on that ogre?
Yeah.
She is mad. She is so upset when that bugbear is going to town on her,
Yeah.
and then you walk in,
That's funny.
and then you have to murder them.
Well, now we know your kinks, so thanks for that.
Murdering
Can we move on to
bugbears
the
and
main
ogres?
topic of the show? Yeah,
One Piece.
One Piece.
I'll show you my One Piece.
It's a secret treasure. all
It's
right.
a secret treasure.
One Piece releases on Netflix.
Cause you get Nami and
August
Zoro.
31st. Already released.
Yeah.
I watched 3 episodes. You watched the first one, Renee.
Yes.
But you did the anime.
I watched 10 episodes of the anima.
I am only disappointed because I feel like the show would only be better for live action if they had the epic opening that One Piece actually does have.
You know what's funny? I thought they were gonna start it like that, but it was just exposition. That's the
But
thing.
even having like the rap, like
Yeah.
the metal
Oh, you're talking
anthem,
about the intro.
Yeah,
like the intro of the show. Like I
yeah.
think if the intro of the show had like an anime intro, that would have been sick. Like I would have watched through every single episode of the intro because it just goes One Piece. I'm like, okay, whatever.
I'm kind of happy that it doesn't. So let's start off by saying this. I have no knowledge of One Piece. The only thing I know about One Piece is the pop culture references, and that's it. So Chopper, the meme of him crying, I know that meme.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know
I've
a
seen
couple
that.
other like One Piece memes, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
You just started watching the anime, so you have no.
But before prior, I had somewhat of a knowledge of the anime. My ex-girlfriend liked it a lot, so she did tell me of the devil fruit. I'm still puzzled to this day.
Was she telling you that before you ate her devil fruit?
Moving on. What I don't get about the whole devil fruit thing is that, if you eat the devil fruit, you can't swim.
Yes.
Oh, is that what they were saying?
Yes.
I didn't get that.
So basically, that's the
Seawater. So it's one of those things of it's a trade off.
yeah.
So you get immense power, but seawater now immobilizes you.
So then I'm thinking in my head. So you're telling me if Michael Phillips, Michael was it Michael Phillips?
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phillips eats. Doesn't matter now.
It's over.
Say it with me. Phelps.
Phelps screwdriver, and
He's not a screwdriver.
he's
a person.
in the water. He's a screwdriver.
that man can drill in water.
he can drill in the water.
Drill some water. Yeah. He's a boat.
So basically, you're telling me if he ate the fruits and then just went in the water, all that just goes out the window.
No,
Okay.
has to be seawater.
Okay, but if he goes in the seawater, all that
he
goes
would
out
die.
the window.
Yes, he would die.
Is it because he's heavy or just doesn't know how to swim?
because the water immobilizes his body?
So he can't.
There's a
move.
line
He
in the
can't-
second
Oh, okay.
episode because it's in the second episode of the anime,
That-
which
that's
kind
why-
of
that-
explains it.
Yeah, that's why when Luffy is in, that's why specifically Buggy says
Yeah.
don't try. It's seawater.
That's in the
Mhm.
second episode.
yes,
but he's
and then
not
that's
there.
and then that's when
So-
you see. No, yeah, he is.
No,
He's on
in the
episode
first,
like 5.
No,
Of the anime.
he's in episode 10 of the anime.
Oh,
He's
are
only
you
seen the
not?
first episode.
Yeah,
But even
I've
in
only
the
watched
anime-
episode 1 of the live action.
But even in the anime, it talks about
Yeah, they
Luffy
do.
in the water.
They do that because like they showed him in his origin episode where
Yeah, when he's a kid.
it was like episode 3 or 4 where he's
So-
a
It's
kid.
it's a trade off of like if you eat a devil fruit now, which the sea is now deadly to you. It's kind of like you become the most powerful
But
thing
that's
in the
not how it's
sea.
explained in the live action. It's explained in 2 parts, and it went a little artsy for me because it was when Luffy as a kid is talking to the barmaid,
yeah.
right? And she's like, "Oh, if you ate the devil fruit, you're granted immense power, but the mother sea or however she said it
Mhm.
will turn her back on you."
Yeah,
And I'm like, so like bad luck or something? And then it wasn't until Buggy puts him in a tank of water
yes,
that there's like, oh, it's seawater, so it's funny how that basically takes it all away from you.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times where Luffy in the anime will get like chucked into the ocean, and then he just goes, ugh! And then like he just like freezes, and then like he sinks, and you're like, oh, well, it's seawater. That's why he can't move.
Yeah.
So it just immobilizes you if you're a devil fruit user, and it happens to other devil fruit users
which
too.
is funny because like in most animes, like shonen animes like that, that's always like the case. You can have like this overpowering ability, and then there's like this one little thing.
They definitely have a kryptonite.
Yeah, there's a kryptonite. Like Dragon Ball does that with the
Tails.
With the tails, where it's like, oh yeah, you can become this big, powerful Saiyan, but then you can become this big old monster of a ape monster. But to stop that, just pop
grab
the tail. Yeah, just grab
Funny
the tail.
how they took that all away in Dragon Ball, and now his kryptonite is just wanting to fight more to the point of exhaustion. And
I thought
that's
his
yeah.
And I thought his kryptonite was fatherhood.
It kind of is.
Yeah,
No, that's the real
Gohan's.
kryptonite.
That's
Yeah.
Gohan's
That's-
kryptonite.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's
Gohan
Goku.
doesn't fight because he doesn't want a future for his daughter.
You know what it is? It was Goku
Gohan.
only for Gohan, because Goten he treats so well.
Yeah, because that's his first son.
Is what
No, Goku never took care of Gohan as well.
Yeah.
Remember,
Also,
Gohan
he was never.
trainer for Piccolo.
Yeah, and why do you think Goten grew up more well-adjusted? He was because Goku was dead during his childhood.
That's true. That's true.
Goten
No, but
grows
what I'm
up more
saying
adjusted.
Is that Gohan's kryptonite is fatherhood because
That's why he has
doesn't
Piccolo.
fight. That's why he doesn't fight
Mhm.
because he wants a better future for his daughter.
No, he doesn't fight because Gohan's a pacifist. There's a difference.
That's true, but he also wants to learn to provide a better future for his daughter.
That's not what he
Yeah,
says.
spiraling.
He just says he's a
It's
pacifist.
spiraling.
Fuck, dude. Okay,
He's a
get it.
pacifist.
All right,
Yeah.
weeb, educate me then. God,
I don't have that kind of time.
or mental
their
strength.
mental strength to do it.
Okay, so anyway, if anybody has ever tried to get into One Piece, it's a very daunting thing. The fact that
is.
Rene has started, a lot of people will look at the episode list and go, it's not.
I mean,
It's at what, 11,000?
I
Or
No.
1,100?
So by the time of recording, I literally started watching One Piece at least at 5 p.m. yesterday,
Okay.
and I'm already on episode 11,
Right.
and I'm very much compelled to keep going.
Let's see what happens when you
Yeah.
get to episode 200.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I'm not expecting to burn through this. I'm going to watch it at my own pace, but right now it's not bad. The animation's pretty good from being from 1997, you know.
Here's the thing for One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece is the quintessential Smallville. When it's good, it's so good.
Yeah.
But when it's bad,
Mhm.
you're like, oh God, why?
Mhm.
Why are we here? And that's the problem with One Piece, is because there's so many there's almost 1,100 episodes in One Piece, but there's only 900 issues of One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
So there's somewhere near like 200 just filler
Mm-hmm.
of the show. And there's so much stuff that you just don't necessarily need inside of the show, where honestly they people have done it where they have supercuts where it's just watch this is the arc you need to know.
There's a list.
Yeah, or there's people have actually cut up the episodes and then made it like just watchable, where they're
Yeah.
watchable movies.
Because as of right now, it has 1,073 episodes, 15 films, and 13 TV
Holy
specials.
Shoot, you did take notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I came in today. He's just like, can't wait to talk about One Piece.
Yeah.
I have notes, and
I
I'm
have
like,
notes, yeah.
okay.
And apparently it's the top 5 anime in Japan as of 2020.
Yes.
And I can understand that because of the lockdown when that happened. Not a lot of people had stuff to watch, so
So they started watching One Piece.
they watch One Piece. Like, oh, I'm going to start watching something. What has the most thing that can fill me for a whole year?
One Piece.
So here's the interesting thing about this live action
I did
version
get
of
bored
it.
of One Piece at one point though.
You did get into it or no?
I'm
Got back into it?
I've see, the problem is with the actual anime itself
Mhm.
is that you'll have these moments of I'm into it, and then you kind of go like, oh my God, it's kind of the same thing.
I will say it's a strong start. It's a strong
And
start.
that's the thing though.
Yeah.
But you will start, as you go through arcs, you'll start seeing that there is a pattern.
Well, it's weird. Netflix has it. They don't cut it by season. They cut it into certain arcs.
Well, because
So right now the first arc is 60 episodes,
and that's
apparently.
that's them getting to the Grand Line.
Okay.
Is it the every episode, or did they exclude some episodes?
No, it's every episode. They didn't do a Kai.
No, they just cut it into
because that's
arcs.
what
Episodes.
So the reason I'm asking is because I'm going to bring this point up.
Mhm.
So the live action anime You've seen 3 episodes, right?
I've seen 5.
5. Okay, so 5, 3, 1.
Mhm.
So the first 3 episodes, I would even say the first episode, it does something different than what other live action or adaptations do,
Mhm.
which is it sells you into the world without trying to be something different. It knows it's an anime. It sells you into this world by having really kooky set designs.
Mhm.
And the lead actor who plays Luffy
Mhm.
is very animated.
Mhm.
If you
He
go
has
into
to
this,
be.
he has to be. And if you go in there going like, that's pretty bad acting, it's like,
Mhm.
no. If you
He's Bugs Bunny.
basically,
Yeah.
He's Bugs
he's
Bunny.
like, Monkey D. Luffy. And I'm just like, great. Like, you're selling me on this
Mhm.
very like optimistic character.
Yeah.
If you think of Luffy as Bugs Bunny, everything makes sense.
Yes.
Where you're just like, oh, okay, cool. Luffy is a cheat code that eventually will eventually win. But they started getting into it in the show where there's always something that stops Luffy, and there's always something that stops Zoro. And then they have to overcome this, and then they get to go fight the big bad.
So that's the funny thing about it is I don't know if in the anime it does this, but in the second episode they start dealing with Buggy, right? And so when you look at the Straw Hat crew, or the not Straw Hat crew, because they're not a crew,
The Straw Hats.
the Straw Hats, right? But they're not a crew. You look at every single person that they've brought in so far, and it feels like an unstoppable force. Luffy is made of rubber, so he's constantly being stretched, and like he can't take any damage, or he can do basically a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Zoro is a badass sword wielder,
Fast. Yeah.
super fast,
One of the greatest
swordsmen
Yeah.
ever, super cool. And Nami's agile, smart. She's a thief, so she can be pretty swift, and she's
Yeah.
pretty good with the bow.
And the thing is that I like the idea for especially let's just say Zoro, for that one of everybody already being afraid of Zoro because he's a intense bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, he's the pirate hunter Zoro.
Yeah.
Like all he does is hunt pirates because he wants to become the greatest swordsman, and the strongest people in the world are pirates.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because eventually Zoro meets people that are better than he is.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh my God, I now see what it means to be the greatest swordsman, which will eventually happen inside of the live action once you get closer to the end, because the greatest swordsman showed up in one of the trailers, and I was like, oh man, they're going to get there. That's going to be sick.
It's interesting because you feel like these characters are like a level 100 character when you first meet them.
Nah,
And
they're
then
like
as the story
10.
progresses into the second
Yeah.
episode, it's like they're starting back at level 5. And the reason they do, or the way they do it, is they start to separate the characters. Luffy's placed over here, and Nami and Zoro are placed over here. In the third episode, it's Luffy over here, Nami over here, and Zoro over here, and they're separated.
But that's the thing, though, is that the Straw Hats have always been like that. If you keep them together, they are an unstoppable force.
Yes.
The minute that they're all isolated away from each other, that's when you can start defeating them.
Yeah.
Because the Straw Hats are by themselves.
Mhm.
That's the thing, though, is because right now you guys haven't really gotten to the end of it. I'm waiting for him because for the East Blue arc is really good because you've already
in the live action or in
both.
Okay.
Like in both, the East Blue arc is really good because you're dealing with the Arlong pirates.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with the whole Nami situation. Because in the show, that's the reason why in the second episode,
Don't say it. Because if
he already saw it though.
No, you've
For
only
what?
seen the first
What-
episode.
The first.
No, but I mean, like in the anime,
Yeah.
in the main show, the actual show has probably spanned the first 15 to 20 episodes.
Mhm.
So you know that Nami is secretly in contact with someone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He already knows that she's working with
Wait, don't tell me.
somebody
I-
else.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't say it, because I that's the funny. I'll tell you after. I'll say after.
Okay. Because
You don't know who they are?
I will say it after.
But so far though, for me, because I felt like I needed to watch the anime first to get some sort of reference, because I didn't really want to judge the live action rendition without knowing of what the source material is or what it came from.
It's understandable.
So I was like, okay, so how many episodes do I need to watch? And I looked at, there are 8 episodes, and I was like, okay, how long are these episodes then? They're an hour each. And I'm like, okay, that's got to be at least a collection of 5 episodes in each episode. So I was like, you know what? I'll watch the first 10 or 11 episodes. I feel like I can judgely watch the first 2 episodes and get a vibe of that.
Because arguably, I think the anime episodes are somewhere near like 22 minutes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they're quick. They're very quick.
They're very quick and they're very like fast paced.
So and then I told you, well, the show does also a good job of letting you know, if you've never seen the anime or read the manga, that it like you said, it brings you into the world pretty well. You get a good gist of it. But at the same time, if you've watched the anime and watching the show, it feels like a good payoff, subtly a good payoff. You're watching it, you're like, oh, you know what? That's actually pretty cool that they decided to do that
instead
live action. Yeah, they went one route, because like in the first episode, they explained how Luffy gets into the barrel. In the anime, he's just in the barrel that the kid just finds. And then Luffy just comes out. He's like, I've had a great like nap and stuff like that, and just goes to town on everyone.
Yeah.
In this one, we see Luffy do some expedition. He's
kind of talking to the camera.
He's talking to the camera, which I thought that was very off-putting at first. I'm hoping that's not the case in this whole series.
No, he doesn't. He never does it again.
Yeah, so which is good. So I'm like, okay, that's good.
Well, but the thing is that he's talking to the camera without talking to the camera, because he's talking to a pelican.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Because
Yeah.
at first I was like, God, I really hope he's not going to talk to the camera the whole time, because that's going to be terrible. But then I realized, oh, he's talking to a pelican.
Yeah, he's just talking to. He's just trying to find someone for his crew.
But the thing is that animals in this world can understand English. So because they're used as modes of transportation or communication, like communication snails. That's what everybody uses as cell phones.
He said that at the end of the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody uses as the first episode and everything else. But I mean, because the first episode, it really does span the first maybe 6, maybe 7 episodes.
Yeah.
But the thing it does really well is it cuts out all the nonsense. There's a lot of stuff in those 8 episodes where you're just kind of like, I don't really need that. That's okay. Like I get that it's like it's world building and it's doing all these other things, but I don't need it. Like I like, you can do that other ways. And it really does cut down on everything else with its hour and 15 minute like first episode.
Yeah.
It cuts down a lot, and it really gives you the most iconic moments in the actual show itself and goes, cool, this is everything you need to know. And then it's like, okay, cool. And it's very much a it's very much like a cheater's guide to One Piece. Because if you were to watch this show and then go like, oh, I know what you're talking about. Like if somebody were to talk about the anime, you can go, oh, I know what you're talking about. Little details might be different, but you, for the most part, understand what happened.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna watch the 60 episodes of the first arc.
Yeah, because that's
and then finish the live action.
Because the live action spans those first 60 episodes.
Because I do like watching the live action after watching the anime.
So
it feels like a better.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you of one guy going, I'm enjoying watching the One Piece show. Then my wife showed me this, and now I'm judging it really hard. And it's the scene where Zoro is fighting. He's fighting and everything like that. And then he goes to dodge. And you can see that the swords are made out of foam because they bend in as he's rolling, because his butt lands directly on the sword. And then it caves in like this. And then he comes out of the roll and they're bent. They're in a U. And then but he has to go like frame by frame to see it. And he's like, my wife pointed it out and now I can't.
Is it
not
when he's
watch
fighting Axe Hand Morgan?
Yeah, it's when he's fighting Axe Hand Morgan and he rolls on the sand.
I got to see it because it's such a small detail. And I feel like if you're being really bothered by that, no.
But that's the thing though, is that it's so small that it doesn't really matter.
Really
yes, let's make an actor roll with actual sharp swords.
Yeah,
that'll
I
work.
sent you the TikTok. We'll watch it later.
Okay.
But because where are you at in the actual show itself?
In the show, I'm
go
3 episodes in.
Okay.
I know. So
What in the
because
story?
you already met Buggy.
I met Buggy.
You
Then
already
they just found out that the Black Cat Pirates.
Okay, so you met Usopp.
Yes.
You've already met
And then
Usopp.
they just dumped the bodies into the well.
Okay, I'm an episode ahead of you.
Yeah. So that was episode 3. Here's the thing. I want to revisit the thing that Rene said. The point that you said, like, I want to watch the anime before watching the rest of the live action.
Right.
I'm in reverse. I actually have an interest in the anime after watching Dirty Little Weeb. Not a weeb.
You watch One Piece? Sorry, buddy. That's the title you immediately get.
That's what I dove in, guys.
Yeah,
That's
at that point, you have to get the tattoo.
The straw. What is it? The Straw Hat Jolly Roger.
Yeah, that straw hat, it gets better.
I know.
The Jolly Roger does get better.
I like the crooked teeth design and everything. It looks
that is actually a really interesting because I do feel like they really did just kind of go on the anime and the original art, like his original drawings, and then just print it onto the actual thing.
Onto the flag.
The thing I love though is that how much the creator actually had control.
That's the interesting thing, is that I've never really had, because that's like, how many live action movies or live adaptation shows have we seen from anime, and how many of them have we seen people say like, hey, you know what, this was a cool attempt, but it just didn't capture it correctly.
It doesn't hit the team.
Now when I'm looking at this one, I'm saying this is a pretty good live action. This is a pretty good show. I'm not even gonna say live action anime. This is a pretty good show. And then when you start to really nitpick at the details and say like, okay, well, why is it so exaggerated? Why is it that the characters are so animated?
Because it's One Piece.
Because it's One Piece and it's an anime. And then you don't even have to forgive it for being, for the source material being an anime. It's just a really good show.
I actually thought it was really interesting because I do kind of feel like somebody went, we should add a little bit of Pirates of the Caribbean in
That's
it.
what IGN said. And
Like,
I'm going to be honest.
It's a little Pirates of the Caribbean on the way that it's shot a little bit. But I do think that makes sense of going like, what is the most famous pirate movie that's come out in the past 20 years?
I'm not going to
It's
lie.
like Pirates of the
Treasure
Caribbean.
Island. Muppets Treasure Island.
Muppet, specifically the Muppets Treasure Island, Tim
Treasure
Curry.
Planet,
Tim
dude.
Curry.
Treasure Planet.
You mean Ahsoka?
Shut up.
I'm telling you, Treasure Planet is Ahsoka. It's the Ahsoka show.
Shut your mouth.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Stupid Star Wars person, dude. Swear to God.
It's Ahsoka.
No.
Ashoka.
One Piece.
Ashoka.
That's the thing that got
Ahsoka
I'm
is
not
the
gonna lie
One
to you.
Piece.
No, stop.
She's
Stop.
That's how you become
Shut your
king
mouth.
of the, that's how you
Shut your
become king
mouth.
of the Jedi.
Shut your mouth. Do you want me to watch the anime
But
or
she's
not?
not a Jedi.
Do you want me to watch the anime?
You weren't going to do it anyway.
Yes. Shut up. I'll watch all 1,000 episodes, dude.
No,
Challenge accepted.
Challenge
dude,
accepted.
you can barely catch
I
up
will
on
be 40
wrestling.
years old. I know.
You can barely catch up on wrestling. You're telling me that you're going to watch 40,
I'm gonna say this.
1,000 episodes?
I'm going to say this, okay? So, if it wasn't for IGN's review where they said, this show is very much anime and Pirates of the Caribbean, I probably wouldn't have suggested this to be the main topic. The fact that, because Pirates of the Caribbean, dude, I love that movie.
Listening to you talk and the way you make decisions is so fun.
Why?
Because you get swayed by everything. That's
Because
around
Pirates
you.
is good. Dude, you know,
get inspired
Andy always
by the
questions it
randomest
because
things.
Andy questioned my love for Pirates. She's like, it's an okay movie. I'm like, it's a great movie.
No,
It's
Pirates 1
fun.
is amazing.
It's
Pirates-
great.
Yeah,
dude.
Pirates-
And I told her, I'm like, you've
is
never,
awesome.
you've
Is the
never
goat.
played Pirates as a kid. You've never wanted to sail the seas and just sword fight with people and, like, arg.
Yeah.
You never want to do that?
Arg.
You never argued? Never argued someone? No.
Dude, it's great.
Pirates of the Caribbean is amazing. I love the
that's
first
a
one is
great
good.
movie.
The second one is okay. The third one is meh. But and then after that they kind
Dead
of
Man's Chest.
Dead
Man's Tales, No Tales.
they get progressively
I'm
worse
loving
after.
Sides.
See, the thing is that Pirates of the Caribbean is so good that it never reaches that point ever again in the
No.
Pirate series.
Yeah.
Because Black Pearl is just it's a near perfect movie.
It's just so good.
I would say it's
So
a near
much fun.
it's a near perfect movie. There's no part of Pirates of the Caribbean where I'm like, well, let's skip that part.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, dude, I'm in.
All the Jack
in.
Sparrow scenes were just so charming.
So
and
much
Yeah,
better.
like
They're
Johnny
so
Depp
much
does such an
better,
amazing,
yeah.
but that's besides the point. The show does a really great job at making Luffy, because the thing is that Luffy is an idiot.
Yeah.
Luffy is
No, but
absolutely
he's a
an idiot.
lovable idiot.
And he's a
He's
lovable.
very lovable.
But the thing is that he's a lovable idiot that inspires others,
My
like
name
Zoro.
is Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm searching for the One Piece, and
I-
I'll be king of the pirates.
Because my thing is that they did add a little, because it's a lot more graphic than the actual anime is. It's a lot more graphic. Like
Zoro cut someone in half.
yeah, Zoro literally
Sounds
cut
like-
someone in half.
Blood and
pulp,
There's like
residue.
blood and which are people chopping each other's hands off, like people smashing the brains in. But I like that because I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it's a pirate show. Like,
With swords.
yeah, because I feel like if they were to like just take damage and then like get like these like bumps on their head, very Looney Tunesy-esque, then I think that there's no stakes in the show.
Yeah, there's stakes to it, but I do love what they're doing here.
It's a solid show.
It's a solid show. It's fun. I don't think it's a perfect live adaptation. I don't think it's
close.
It's not an amazing show, but it's a fun, great show.
It makes me want to keep watching.
And it makes me want to watch the anime, regardless
It makes me
of
want to
judgment.
watch the anime.
I will watch the anime regardless of judgment.
Did you hear that apparently the creator had veto power?
Did he really?
And he made them reshoot?
Really?
Why?
So
That's
apparently
pretty cool.
there were certain scenes and there were certain connections that the director and the writers had like went, okay, cool, we're gonna like this is how we're gonna do certain things. And then when they but he has to have final approval.
Yep.
So when they showed it to him, he was like, nope,
No.
that's not Luffy. That's not Zoro.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Sanji. Reshoot it. And they had to go back and they couldn't, and he was like, I won't even let this thing hit. That's why it took so long.
Well, I think we talked about an article that the
The
manga creator for the show was holding back production
Yeah.
at some points. Yeah.
But it's fine because I now feel like I know these characters. Zoro is so cool, dude.
Zoro's sick. He's a really
so cool.
I was really
now. If you tell me that Zoro dies in the anime, I swear to God, I'm never watching anime.
No, but I'm really looking forward to you meeting Sanji. Sanji's really cool, and Nico Robin is really cool.
But Zoro,
Chopper's
dude.
really cool.
Dude, he has a sword in his mouth.
So I was really hoping
Yeah.
that would do that in the live action too, because I was like, oh, that's cool. In the anime, he moves really fast and stuff like that. It's really dope.
You hope that it's in the live action?
No, I was hoping it would be in the live action because when he's pulling out all the swords, he puts two swords in his hand, and I'm like, don't tell me he's just gonna put two swords and then hold one single sword in his hand.
That's gonna be dumb.
Yeah, I'm like, that's stupid. And then he just goes, I'm like, yeah, and it just goes like this. He's all like this.
Yeah, and I love when Luffy is looking at him because it's a scene it's a scene in the show where it's like, I wonder where the third sword
right?
goes.
Yeah.
And then in the live action when he finally puts it in his mouth, he's like, that's where it goes.
Yes,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Is there now? Don't tell me, but I love how they're hinting at the white sword having significance.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know yet.
You're an episode away. The next episode tells you why it has a significance.
I'm excited. I just want to go home and watch the rest of it and start watching the anime.
Because the next episode is all Zoro. It's Zoro's, and I love the idea. I love when they're going through the episodes. I love when the One Piece comes up, and then it shows the character that they're going to feature the most. Because the last one was Usopp, so it gave you Usopp's backstory.
Yeah.
Your next one is Zoro's, and then they're going to do Nami's after.
Okay.
Because once you get to Nami, that's when you start hitting endgame of the Great Blue. Because Nami then leads into the final arc of the Great Blue, and then it's them getting to the Grand Line.
That's the thing that I do want to praise the show for doing, is that it doesn't use the backstory as a means to stall the show. The show can keep going. The plot moves forward as it's telling the backstory. You're learning about Luffy's background and him as a childhood and him being raised by Shanks as well. Like, you get all that, and the show has never felt like it stopped at any moment. It's a good show. I think that if you guys...
I can't wait. I can't wait. There's so much that you don't know.
It's good. No, that's why I want to watch the anime.
No, because the fact that you're saying that he was raised by Shanks. Shanks only knew him for 3 months. Shanks only knew him for 3 months.
Well, that's what I got from the exposition.
From the thing. That's why he says it's been a fun 3 months.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Luffy and he goes, "Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna miss you the most." He met Shanks.
Okay.
You already met one of Luffy's relatives. You just don't know that.
Why did you say that?
Because now you're gonna be looking at everyone.
Huh.
So thank you for watching the show, guys.
The bomb drop right there.
You've already met one of Luffy's relatives. You just don't know it yet.
That's interesting.
That's
the barmaid.
No. It's going to be great when it happens because you're going to be like, what? It's going to be great. I can't wait for you to message the group because you're going to be like,
live
whoa.
action?
Yeah, he's in the live action. You've already met him. You spent a lot of time with him.
You know?
No.
You guys have both spent a lot of time with this person.
Cool. So thank you guys for watching the show.
That's great.
Thank you so much, guys. Issue 163. Don't forget to check out our website. You want to do the closing thing? Go ahead. You started it.
I don't know how you
Do it. Go ahead. I challenge you.
Oh, thanks, guys, for watching 163. We got socials down below. Was it Facebook, X, Instagram, all that crap. Don't forget to hit the like button because that's important, apparently. Also subscribe, because you guys can tune in, listen to all these episodes that you apparently like to visit, dude. We get like over 50 people watching, or, great.
Keep going.
Keep going. There's still two more parts. I thought I was
Audio platform.
Oh, audio platforms. You guys know them. Yeah. You guys know
Our
'em.
website.
Yeah, website. Definitely. That's a thing.
Keeping up with the nerds.
It's like listening to Joey go dookie.
Go ahead.
You got to sign us out.
You gotta sign us out. So
Oh, yeah.
sorry, buddy.
All right. This has been Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue 163. My name is Rene.
Nick.
This is Bryan.
Signing out from Undercity Comics. We'll see you all next time.
Bye, or whatever, I guess.
I guess.